binoculars and welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest stories. We start with Jules Kounde as it has been reported that manager Xavi has still been convincing the Barca defender to play in makeshift position next season despite the player's refusal last season. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly, talking about Nico Gonzalez as the player is so close to Real Betis' move, according to new reports. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into the full stories, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Towards the end of last season, there were a lot of murmurs about Jules Kounde and his continuity at Barcelona as it emerged that the defender had become upset about being used as right back when he promised that he would play at centre back when he arrived at the club. The talk died down soon, with the defender himself and manager Xavi Hernandez playing down all talks of a departure. However, it was acknowledged that Kounde would be moved to his natural habitat at centre-back next season. But given the financial situation at hand, Barca are not certain about whether they can sign a new right-back in the transfer window, especially given their struggles in offloading players. As such, journalist CK Rodriguez is reporting that Xavi has convinced Kounde to continue playing as a makeshift right-back next season as well after holding several talks with the Frenchman. Kounde joined Barcelona last summer from Sevilla in a deal worth €50 million. As iterated earlier, he was signed to reinforce the centre-back position. But with Ronald Araujo and Andreas Christensen forming a great partnership at the back of options at right-back led to Xavi stationing the Frenchman on the right side of the defense, where his performances exceeded expectations. However, Kounde has always maintained that he wants to play at centre-back, but with Sergio Roberto and Julian Araujo, the only other potential options at right-back, the Frenchman could once again be asked to do the job, especially with Araujo being linked with a departure. It is now believed that Xavi has had multiple chats with Kounde about the same, and it appears that they have worked as a 24-year-old is convinced about continuing at right back next season should the need arise. Much would therefore depend on whether Barcelona do sign a new right back or not this summer. They have been linked with the likes of João Cancelo and Ivan Fresneda, but if no move goes on or goes through, Kounde could again find himself filling in as our fullback for next season. Of course, Barcelona have been searching for a new right back, and it's not like they are too serious in getting that right back like how they are too serious in getting a new pivot. A right back has been a necessity for this club. Last season we had no natural right back, but I think Kounde did a good job, playing there, and he really played well. Honestly, he played well. He's a versatile player, and Xavi knows that for sure. And I don't know, yes, many people know that Xavi, for example, would say right back for him is not a priority to strengthen because back of his mind, he knows that Kounde plays it well. But even as Kounde himself did open up his mind towards the end of last season to tell Xavi that, look, I don't want to play me at right back again. I'm not comfortable playing there. I don't think Xavi have taken that seriously. I don't think Xavi have taken such a statement seriously. Because had it been here, he was taking it seriously and tried to consider Kounde's own opinion, then I don't think Xavi will still be trying to convince the player like what he have just did according to this new report, convincing Kounde to stay and play as right back. If that is a big if Barca don't sign a new right back. It's not like Barca are just sitting without searching for their doing. Well, we're talking especially players like, Ivan Fresneda. That's the highest player. Apart from that, João Cancelo, even though links for Cancelo looks very weak because another Cancelo's price tag is too much, even for a loan move, it haven't been easy. And it's not like how, for example, for the DM role, Barca have been linked with some uncountable players in that position and failed many times. But for the right back role, we have seen only a handful of players. Only Ivan Fresneda and João Cancelo remains the two possibilities, which therefore translates that Xavi does not prioritize that right back role. So let's take for instance that Ivan Fresneda fails to come. Then Xavi will not even he will not even stress, because from this report they are saying that he have already convinced Jules Kounde, and Kounde, according to this new report, is still open to playing as right back if Barca don't sign a new right back, which means Kounde, will only have to take a U-turn from what he said himself, that he doesn't want to play there. Of course, Barca, of course, looking for a new right back. Ivan Fresneda, for instance, is a player that Xavi, according to reports, does not consider. And Ivan Fresneda is mostly pursued by the sporting directors, especially Deco. He's the one really pushing for that move. Laporta is also in support, but Xavi, according to reports, think that the player is still not enough to play for Barca. He's still immature. So let's see how things will go as to the right back position at Barca next season. Then on to the final story of discussion. Nico Gonzalez is set to return to Barcelona in the next few days in order to get involved in the preseason camp, which starts on July 10th. The 21-year-old spent a successful loan tenure with Valencia in the previous campaign, and Sport believes that this has aroused several top suitors. Now, it is one thing that Valencia finished a lowly 16th place in La Liga last time out, but Nico's individual performance has convinced the Mestalla-based team to try to extend his loan for one more season. However, they are not alone in wanting to sign Nico Gonzalez. Fellow La Liga club Real Betis are strongly pushing for the player. Real Sociedad as well are keen. FC Porto in Portugal is also keen. As far as the midfielder is concerned, Sport have claimed that he prefers to stay put at Barca, as he wishes to earn a place in the first team, something which he also admits is not going to be an easy thing. It is indeed true that Sergio Busquets' departure has left a gap in that team, but Barca are scouring the market for a DM to fill that void. So as things stand, a certain Aura Romeo seems to be the one chosen. It is said that Xavi would any day prefer the experience of Romeo over Nico Gonzalez. Furthermore, Ilkay Gundogan's arrival has only strengthened the midfield department further. Hence, the La Masia credit does not belong to the manager's plans for next season, and as such, another loan exit becomes in the coming days. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.